Have you ever felt as though your mind were shrouded in a thick fog, where thoughts refuse to flow and you feel utterly disconnected from both your internal world and the environment around you? This sense of being lost in a mental haze can steal your intelligence, aspirations, and dreams, leaving you living far away from the present moment. However, there is a specific skill that has historically separated great leaders from ordinary people, a skill used by George Washington during the Revolutionary War, Steve Jobs during critical Apple launches, and the Navy SEALs in life-or-death situations. This skill is mental presence, and research suggests you can develop it in just 7 days. Before we dive into these ancient techniques, please subscribe to the channel and like this video if you find the content valuable. Many people wonder why certain individuals possess a supernatural calm during a crisis, maintaining a clear head while everyone else is panicking. This is not a matter of genetics or luck. It is the mastery of mental presence. For centuries, these techniques were the guarded secrets of Buddhist monks and Taoist philosophers. Today, modern science backs their wisdom. A Harvard study involving 147 participants discovered that the brain can literally rewire itself in just 1 week of specific training. Scans showed measurable changes in the prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for executive function and emotional regulation. Most people live their entire lives utilizing less than 10% of their mental potential, operating a Ferrari engine of a brain while stuck in first gear. This lack of presence is why your mind goes blank during important presentations, why your palms sweat during interviews, and why you react impulsively in arguments, saying things you later regret. To transform an ordinary mind into an extraordinary one, you must master 2 fundamental pillars rooted in over 2,500 years of history. The first pillar comes from Prince Siddhartha, who realized that while we are physically present, we are often mentally absent. Science confirms that we spend approximately 47% of our time in a state of waking vigil, where our minds are disconnected from the current moment, lost in past regrets or future anxieties. Siddhartha developed a solution called sati, which means remembering to be present. This isn't just about sitting cross-legged on a mountain. It is about laser-focused consciousness, the ability to remain fully committed and aware whether you are in a high-stakes boardroom or a difficult personal conversation. The second pillar originates from the Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu, who observed the way water flows around obstacles without struggle. He called this wu wei, or effortless action. This is the flow state seen in elite athletes like Michael Jordan or Serena Williams, where actions emerge naturally from the moment rather than being forced. When you combine sati and wu wei, you create a mind that never disconnects from the present and never relies on forced responses. This transformation is possible through neuroplasticity. A neuroscientist at Johns Hopkins found that the brain can build new neural superhighways much faster than previously thought. By practicing targeted mindfulness, you upgrade your brain's communication from dial-up to fiber optic, allowing your conscious mind to coordinate perfectly with your unconscious responses. True mental presence cannot be learned through books or videos alone. It requires direct, targeted experience, much like learning to ride a bicycle. To begin this 7-day reprogramming of your mind, you must start with day 1, the conscious pause. This technique is deceptively simple but incredibly powerful. Every single time you reach for your phone, which the average person does 96 times a day, you must pause for exactly 3 seconds before unlocking it and ask yourself, why am I picking this up right now? This practice breaks the autopilot mode that governs most of our lives. These micro moments of consciousness act as push-ups for your brain, strengthening the neural connection between a stimulus and your conscious response. By the end of the first day, you will find this awareness spilling over into your conversations, your eating habits, and even your posture, marking the first step toward reclaiming your life from the fog. On the second day of the challenge, we introduce an ancient technique used by monks for over a millennium, the 4-7-8 breathing pattern. This involves inhaling for 4 seconds, holding for 7, and exhaling for 8. The key to its power lies in practicing it during downtime, when you are stuck in traffic, waiting in line, or on hold, transforming moments of impatience or anxiety into opportunities for mental strengthening. By extending the exhalation, you activate the parasympathetic nervous system, triggering the body's natural relaxation response. Instead of being a victim of stressful circumstances, you begin to use life's obstacles as a training ground, turning traffic jams into meditation sessions and waiting rooms into dojos. Day 3 focuses on developing the inner observer or witness consciousness. This practice allows you to observe your thoughts and emotions without being controlled by them. During challenging conversations, you maintain a part of your consciousness as a neutral observer, asking yourself why you feel certain emotions and how you can respond with wisdom rather than impulse. Psychologists call this metacognition, thinking about your thinking. This creates a profound shift, providing real-time feedback on your mental state and allowing you to make better decisions from a higher perspective rather than being blindly driven by automatic reactions. On day 4, we incorporate the Taoist philosophy of Wu Wei, or effortless action. By choosing a simple daily routine, such as washing dishes or brushing your teeth, and performing it with complete presence and zero resistance, you train your nervous system to operate without internal friction. You stop rushing or wishing to be elsewhere, finding a natural rhythm even in mundane tasks. This mastery eventually translates into your broader life, turning difficult conversations and stressful projects into elegant opportunities for flow and innate wisdom. Day 5 is dedicated to building real-time emotional intelligence through an emotional radar. By setting a reminder every 2 hours to perform a quick emotional checkup, you learn to identify your feelings and where they manifest in your body without judgment. Most people remain emotionally unconscious until they reach a breaking point, but catching these states early allows you to work with them skillfully. This practice ensures you become emotionally agile rather than reactive, giving you power over your internal state before it overwhelms you. By day 6, these practices culminate in the sacred pause. Before responding to any trigger or question, you take one full breath to create a gap between stimulus and response. This brief moment allows your prefrontal cortex, your wise mind, to connect before your emotional brain can hijack the interaction. This single habit improves relationships and professional interactions by replacing programmed reactions with conscious choices. Finally, on day 7, all previous techniques merge into a seamless way of being. You are no longer just practicing presence. You are mental presence. This transformation is backed by neuroscientific research from Stanford University, which explains that stress can literally hijack our prefrontal cortex in 90 seconds, lowering our effective IQ and leaving our primitive brain in control. However, mindfulness develops amygdala resilience, allowing us to observe disturbing thoughts without being swept away by them. To support this, we use the 4-4 conscious breathing technique combined with sensory anchoring. By inhaling, holding, and exhaling for 4 seconds each, followed by noticing 3 physical sensations, you can bring your brain back online in less than 15 seconds. This 7-day journey is a learnable skill that moves you from mental chaos to mastery, allowing you to live a life of conscious choice and full potential.